welcome back to the Native Films channel, and today we're going to be talking about a very interesting post. I've just seen this recently. This was from a few hours ago, and it's from Denzel Curry, the man himself. Denzel Curry, and he's made some very interesting statements that intrigued me, and I wanted to talk about it. He was basically talking about the whole rap game and how it is currently. Man, I'm really intrigued on this one. Before we get into that though, feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the channel with the bell on, because I'm going to be making more yapping content, commentary content about hip-hop, because that's what we do on this channel. I'd appreciate it a ton. We're up to 200 subscribers. We're going to get there, of course we are. Anyways, let's talk about the Denzel Curry post, because this is sparking a lot of debate in social media. A lot of people are giving out their takes on what Denzel is saying, and whether they're agreeing with him or not, disagreeing with him, whatever the case may be. It's sparking a lot of discourse about the situation and the current state of rap as a whole, which is quite interesting to say the least. So first up here, Denzel said, "None of this music shit is interesting anymore." I'm assuming he's just fed up, or in a way fatigued with what he's seeing, and that results into him, I guess, also being tired with creating output or music in general. I'm assuming commercial rap is dead, and I'm here for it. Shit was trash from the jump. That's quite interesting. I'll get to that later. How cool you dress, bitch sound good too. Some of y'all sound more ass than what you're trying to imitate. I may sound like a hater, but you need a hater to tell the truth. I mean, he's not wrong with that statement right there. OG's got no respect for the younger generation. New generation don't care about the craft. There's a space where they can learn from each other. We don't need another big three. Fuck that. Ooh, okay. Take action and stop bitching about the rap game. Quite interesting from Denzel Curry, the man himself. The man who made Melt My Ass TV Feature, the man who made Zoo, Imperial, all the good records. So Denzel said here that commercial rap is dead. I wonder what he meant by that. Maybe he meant the output and how these commercial rap albums are sounding currently, because the work ethic and the work put on these commercial rap records, some of them have been pretty low. Let's be completely honest here. They have not been at like this peak state the way they were, I guess, let's say back in 2022 or whatever, which is quite not surprising, but it's quite saddening. It's quite alarming to rap, or for rap as a whole in general. And also this year, the mainstream rap realm, I mean, it hasn't really been that big. I mean, there was Tyler with Don't Tap the Glass. That's not really a rap record. Cardi with Music. It was it was a pretty decent record, but it wasn't like, I don't know, that groundbreaking, and it was pretty polarizing to a lot of users, or to a lot of music rap listeners out there, which is quite understandable because of how mixed it was in general, and the delays and whatever and whatnot. I mean, there was Mac Miller though, with a great posthumous record. His estate has been treating him well, so good job from the estate. I mean, apart from that, I mean, there was Drake releasing some sexy songs for you. I don't know if that's rap. I mean, a lot of people consider it R&B. I guess rap R&B. I mean, if you're gonna take that into consideration, and that also wasn't received quite well, it is quite alarming. It was mostly just the underground, honestly speaking, like who were releasing great material. I mean, I can name more great material from the underground rap scene rather than the mainstream scene. I mean, let's do a little dive. There's Only Dust Remains by Backwash, Black Hole Super Rat, the new Billy Woods record, Black Antique from the Private Collection. Like this, see how I could name more from the underground scene. And a lot of these guys that I've mentioned, I'm pretty new to their discography. I'm a pretty new fan, so I'm not that deep into it. So that just shows how impactful like these records were, because they were just like that good. And also for the mainstream part, I guess you could say Alfredo 2, that was good if you consider that mainstream. Also Lotus was released, that was a great record. I don't think Little Sims is that big of a rapper though. I don't think she's that big of a rapper despite her being that great. So I think Denzel was correct here, honestly speaking. And he said it was trash from the jump. I kind of disagree because of, I guess, the Mac Miller release. But I don't know what it meant by from the jump. Like, how long is this the time frame and the time like leap, or like the time gap here? So I still agree with somewhat Denzel said here, because he's not really wrong with that one. How cool you dress, bitch sound good too. I mean, that is the classic saying. Obviously, you gotta make sure the shit is good, what your output is producing. Make sure it's good. So being a fashion artist, actually make great music that is tolerable to the ears, because that's what's important, right? That's what the underground rap scene are doing. People are just like that creative to the point where whatever they make is just like good to the ears. With Mike, with Pink Sifu, with Billy Woods and Arm & Hammer, with Saba, a name that I just mentioned, and that album that I just praised so much on this channel, because that was my first 10 out of 10 from this year in rap. So obviously I have to glaze it and give it its praise, because it's pretty well deserving of that statement, or that label to it. Some of y'all sound more ass than what you're trying to imitate. He's not wrong either. rappers out there. They're trying to imitate, I guess, contemporaries or the people that made them, or I guess in a way the people they were inspired by, and they're refusing to, I guess, just try to create their own path in a sense, right? Which is not really a good path to go down on, because people will catch up onto it and they're just gonna like, oh, this guy's just copying this and whatever. What's the point of listening to his music if it's the same thing? There's no point, right? This is more so common in the underground like rap scene, not like the underground like Billy Woods and whatever. People trying to sound like Cardi and whatever, which makes sense. He did pave the way with this whole vampire rap, underground rage rap aesthetic, but like people have to like pave their own way or like create their own path. People have been doing great on some that I've noticed that were doing it pretty well. Were Che and Lucid Bedrock. I think they're doing it pretty amazing, I think. So that's good stuff. I love that. Lucy's new record is freaking amazing. Also, I almost forgot to mention one of my favorite albums from this year, Revenge Seekers by Jane Remover. Holy yeah. These are the people that are doing it right. Oh, you just got no respect for the younger generation. Your generation don't care about the craft. There's a space where they can learn from each other. I mean, Denzel's not wrong. I guess you can see some OGs out there in the rap game that are a little bit better with the success that the younger generation has had throughout the past few years, or like in a short amount of time. I guess there's no equivalent exchange, because also the new generation is like treating them like they're just some oldies. It's past bedtime, whatever. It's past time. It's over for you type of thing. So like there's no exchange there. There's no learning path. They're not respecting each other. Hey, it's understandable because of the way it is just in general, and also competition. Everyone's competing, everyone's competitive. They want to be the best, they want to be on top, they want to be that top dog, which is understandable because it is rap. It has evolved so much throughout these years. You have to put more effort than last year, honestly speaking, because of how creative rappers are getting, or how certain rappers are getting so creative from literally nothing, which leaves me in awe, because that's just great. People want to be better, people want to better themselves, people want to be better rappers, and whatever these artists want to put more artistry, they want to put more effort in their outputs. Good to see, because that's what we all want, right? Take a look at that new Clips record, arguably like rap record of the year for most people. I mean, for me personally speaking, it's Ego Chip, but that Clips record was also amazing. Like the artistry on both of these records were pretty groundbreaking, were pretty amazing to listen to, and you can just hear the effort that they've put in on these records for the people to hear. Denzel said, we don't need another big three. That is a big ass statement. I think the big three, I'm assuming, even though it's the 2020s, it's Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Big Cole, whatever, cool. But I feel like the big three, that whole conversation did a lot for last year, because 2023 was such a dead year for rap, if we're being honest. I mean, there were great releases like Utopia, Scaring the Hoes and whatnot, and a bunch more, of course. But like, I don't know, that year was stale as frick, man. And then 2024 came, obviously the diss tracks happened, certain names were called, certain names were dropped, which just boom, started this whole ass war. And I feel like that revived rap in general, because I don't know, it was just stale back in 2023, and I felt that too, despite me not being that big of a rap fan. Back in 2022, I just saw rap everywhere in a sense. Social media's everywhere, but when it was 2023, it was just like in a way dry. You know, obviously 2024 came, boom, boom, all that. I feel like the big three was like needed in a way for rap to be revived in some way, shape or form. I'm not saying like rap was like dead and it was only the big three who could save it. I'm just saying like temporarily, like that's what we needed, if you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure you guys get me. You get my point here. We just needed some sort of fluidity, some sort of movement. Literally, that's it. Big ups to this post. It encouraged discourse and just critical thinking in some way, shape or form. Even though it's pretty broad statements in each of these slides, it's still like, I'm still appreciative of Denzel for doing this, because yes, we need this. We do, we really do. Anyways, that's that. Let me know what you thought about what Denzel Curry said. I agree with him heavy, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, that's it. Follow the socials in the description box down below, and that's it. Drop a like, sub, comment. See ya.